Chapter 54, Insignia of the Indian Army. An insignia is a badge of a military rank, office, or a membership of an organization. This is nothing but exactly the badge that represents a symbol. So, in this chapter, we are going to see some different badges that was given to the officers in our Indian Army. Let us see one by one here. A first badge, that is worn by the colonel. So the colonel wears the national emblem over two five-pointed stars. So this is the badge held by the officer, the colonel. Second one, the lieutenant officer. So he wears two five-pointed stars. So this is the badge that represents the officer lieutenant. Then option C, the lieutenant colonel. So he wears the national emblem over a five-pointed star. So in his badge you can see one national emblem over a five-pointed star. Then fourth one is the field marshal. So the field marshal wears the national emblem over a crossed baton and saber. Saber is nothing but a sword and which is located that is designed in a lotus blossom wreath. So in this badge you can see one national emblem over a crossed baton and saber, that is a sword that is placed like a crisscross uh, within that lotus blossom wreath. Then option E, about the officer major. So the major wears the national emblem in his badge. So here the badge, it contains only the symbol of national emblem. So this will be worn by the officer, the major. Then option F, the captain. So the captain of Indian Army wears three five-pointed stars. So this is the badge for the officer captain. So he wears a badge which contains three five-pointed stars. The next one is the major general. So this particular officer wears a five-pointed star over a crossed baton and saber. Again, so in this badge you can see one five-pointed star over a crossed baton and saber. And the next one is about the officer, the brigadier. So the brigadier wears the national emblem over a three five-pointed star in a triangular formation. So in his badge you can see one national emblem and also you can see three five-pointed stars that were placed in a triangular formation. And the next one is about the officer, the general. So the general, he wears the national emblem over a five-pointed star all over a crossed baton and saber. So in his badge you can see one national emblem is there and a five-pointed star is there, and next you can see one crossed baton and saber. And the last one is about the officer, the lieutenant general. So this particular officer wears his badge with the symbol of national emblem over a crossed baton and saber. So in this badge you can see one national emblem along with the crossed baton and saber. So these are the badges that was given to the various ranking position of the officers in our Indian Army. Now we are moving on to the last chapter, that is chapter 55, about the famous Indian artist. So in this chapter we are going to see some different names of the famous Indian artists along with their famous painting names. So before that, let us have a clue regarding that Indian artist. So our first one is Amrita Shergill. So she is a famous Indian artist. Her self-portraits are intense and hypnotic, drawing the viewer, that is, as into the mind of the artist. So this particular artist, Amrita Shergill, she used to draw herself in a different mood. Okay, so she used to draw herself in a different moods of swing. That is called a self-portrait. And the second artist name is Raja Ravi Verma. So he is known as an artist who gave Indian gods and goddesses for the faces and forms. So most of his painting you can see some Indian gods and goddesses faces. And the third artist name is M.F. Hussain, that is Makbul Fida Hussain. You can call him as a M.F. Hussain in short. So in his painting he enjoyed depicting the power and free spirit of horses through the bold outlines. Then fourth one is about the artist. His name is Tayyab Mehta. So his work is known for its simple forms and solid colors. So this particular artist will use only a simple and solid colors in his paintings. And the fifth one, so his name is S.H. Raza. So in his painting, it represents the dot, that is a bindu, or a zero, that is shunya, that was a focal point of his work, and he was known for his huge canvases. So sometimes this particular artist used to draw in one a canvas cloth or a plain white cloth. Okay, it is a type of one material. Most of his painting will start with either a dot or a zero. So that was the focal point of his work. And the last artist's name is Jamini Rai. So he was inspired by the folk art of West Bengal, and his paintings are known for the vibrant colors and special facial features. So most of the paintings of Jamini Rai will just reflect the folk art of the West Bengal. Okay, so now we are going to see the picture of the particular artist, and we are going to see one of their famous painting along with the picture. So let us see one by one here. So here you can see the picture of the artist S.S. Raja. So S.S. Raja, this is the picture of that artist, and one of his famous painting is Bindu. So as I told you already, he used to start his painting with a dot or a zero, that was the focal point of his work. So this particular painting name is Bindu. Second one is Amrita Shergill. So she is one of the famous Indian artists who used to draw herself in a different mood swing. So that particular painting name is called a self portrait. So self portrait is nothing but a painting which is painted by the artist. So that is called a self portrait. So self portrait is one of the famous painting of the artist Amrita Shergill. Then Tayyab Mehta. So one of his famous painting is Mahishashura. So Tayyab Mehta used to paint only with the simple forms and the solid colors. And the fourth one is Mahbul Fida Hussain, that is M.F. Hussain. So one of his famous painting name is The Sixth Seal. So most of his painting he used to depict the power and free spirit of horses only through the bold outlines. You can see the horse figure only by the bold outlines over the paintings. And the last two artists and their paintings are here. So fifth one is Jamini Rai, and one of his famous painting is Mother and Child. So in Jamini Rai painting, he was inspired by the folk art of a West Bengal. Okay, so most of his painting will represent the inspiration of the folk art of West Bengal. And the last one is Raja Ravi Verma. Raja Ravi Verma's painting mostly represent the Indian gods and goddesses face. Apart from that, one of his famous painting is Shakuntala. So this particular painting Shakuntala is a famous painting of this artist Raja Ravi Verma. Okay students, hope you have understand today's session. Thank you one and all. Thank you.